The Alchemy of Earth and Time, Unearthing Ancient Botanical Blends from Lost Civilizations in the Shadowed Corridors of Forgotten Empires and Beneath Layers of Desert Sands, an extraordinary legacy persists, the artistry of ancient botanical blends. These intricate mixtures, crafted by civilizations long past, reveal a profound understanding of nature's pharmacopoeia that continues to intrigue modern herbalists and historians alike. From the aromatic resins of Mesopotamian temples to the complex tinctures used in Ayurvedic healing rituals, these blends were far more than mere curiosities. They were vital components of cultural identity, spiritual practice, and medical science. Their rediscovery offers us a window into how our ancestors harnessed the power of plants through time-honored alchemical processes. Origins in sacred geometry and celestial cycles. Ancient botanical blends often emerged at the intersection of spirituality and empirical observation. In many early cultures, the preparation of such formulations was guided by celestial cycles, aligning plant harvesting with lunar phases believed to enhance potency. Sacred geometry played a crucial role too. The Sumerians, for instance, arranged their herb gardens according to geometric patterns thought to harmonize with cosmic energies. This meticulous approach suggests a deep reverence for both natural rhythms and mathematical precision. Lunar harvesting. Many traditions held that collecting herbs during full moons amplified their energetic properties, while new moons signaled times of renewal and purification. Celestial alignments. Some cultures prepared certain blends only when planets aligned in particular constellations, believing these moments imbued the mixture with heightened efficacy. The Mesopotamian apothecaries, pioneers of plant-based medicine nestled between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, the cradle of civilization, gave birth to some of the earliest recorded use of botanical blends. Clay tablets dating back over 4 millennia document recipes for treatments ranging from digestive ailments to skin conditions. The Babylonians developed sophisticated methods for preserving medicinal compounds using honey as a binding agent. They also employed fermentation techniques that prefigured modern pharmaceutical practices by thousands of years. Preservation techniques that defied time. Babylonian apothecaries discovered that honey could act as a natural preservative due to its high sugar content and acidic pH level. This method allowed them to store potent mixtures for extended periods without spoilage. They combined dried herbs with beeswax to create salves resistant to microbial growth, an innovation still utilized today in artisanal skincare products around the world. Egyptian incense and embalming rituals, a symphony of fragrance and preservation. No discussion of ancient botanical blends would be complete without examining the Egyptians' mastery of aromatics. Their embalming procedures incorporated dozens of plant-based substances, each chosen for its symbolic meaning and practical function. Papyri from the New Kingdom period describe elaborate incense formulas containing frankincense, myrrh, cinnamon bark, and galbanum resin. These weren't merely pleasant scents, they were considered essential for ensuring safe passage into the afterlife. The spiritual significance of resinous compounds. Egyptian priests believed that burning certain resins purified spaces and protected against malevolent forces. Frankincense, known as liquid gold, was particularly revered for its ability to elevate consciousness during ritualistic ceremonies. Modern research has confirmed that these resins contain antimicrobial properties, suggesting that Egyptian practitioners may have had an intuitive grasp of microbiology long before scientific discovery validated their knowledge. Vedic wisdom. Ayurveda's holistic approach to botanical formulations across the Indian subcontinent. Vedic texts laid out systematic approaches to creating botanical blends based on principles of balance and harmony within the body. The concept of doshas, Vata, Pitta, Kapha, guided the selection of ingredients tailored to individual constitutions. Hundreds of centuries later, Ayurvedic medicine remains influential across South Asia. Contemporary practitioners continue to follow traditional guidelines for combining herbs that align with these foundational theories. The science behind the synergy. Recent studies have shown that combinations of herbs traditionally paired together exhibit enhanced bioavailability compared to single-agent therapies. For example, turmeric and black pepper work synergistically to increase curcumin absorption by up to 20-fold. This scientific validation reinforces what ancient healers intuitively understood, that carefully selected combinations can produce effects greater than the sum of their parts. Tibetan medicine, the art of balancing yin and yang through herbal combinations in the high-altitude regions of Tibet. Traditional medicine evolved distinct methodologies rooted in Buddhist philosophy. Tibetan physicians emphasized restoring equilibrium between opposing forces, much like Chinese medicine but with unique regional adaptations. Medicinal formulas often included rare mountain herbs alongside minerals found in Himalayan ranges. The blending process itself was seen as a meditative act requiring patience and mindfulness. Unique ingredients from extreme environments. Plants thriving at altitudes above 4,000 meters possess remarkable resilience traits. Rhodiola rosea, commonly called golden root, is one such species cultivated specifically for its adaptogenic qualities. These extreme environment herbs frequently contained higher concentrations of active compounds compared to their lowland counterparts, a phenomenon now being studied extensively by ethnobotanists worldwide. Mayan botanical knowledge, healing through sacred plants and cosmic alignment among Mesoamerican cultures. The Mayans possessed extensive botanical wisdom encoded in codices lost during Spanish conquests. Their healing practices integrated sacred plant preparations with astronomical observations. Shamanical brews made from psychotropic plants like ayahuasca and chacruna were reserved for initiatory rites under strict ceremonial protocols. These concoctions required precise timing relative to planetary movements. Lost codices and rediscovered traditions. Though most original Mayan manuscripts were destroyed, surviving accounts from colonial chroniclers provide glimpses into their sophisticated plant usage systems. Modern researchers are working to reconstruct these ancient knowledge frameworks. Contemporary Maya communities maintain oral traditions detailing which plants should be harvested when, demonstrating continuity despite historical disruptions. Roman perfumery and medicinal oils. The intersection of beauty and health. Rome's fascination with fragrance led to the development of complex perfumes infused with medicinal benefits. Roman women applied oil-based mixtures containing rosemary, lavender, and sage for both cosmetic enhancement and therapeutic purposes. Apuleius, a 2nd-century philosopher, documented numerous formulas that blended exotic imports from Egypt with locally grown flora. These preparations were stored in elaborately carved glass vessels designed for display and preservation. Trade routes and botanical exchange. The vast Roman Empire facilitated unprecedented exchange of plant materials between continents. Spices from India reached European markets via maritime routes, while Mediterranean olives spread eastward along trade networks. This cross-cultural interaction resulted in hybrid formulations never before conceived in isolation, laying groundwork for future developments in global pharmacology. Chinese herbalism. The philosophical foundations of combination therapy. Traditional Chinese medicine established rigorous criteria for selecting compatible herbs in combination therapy. The Huangdi Neijing text outlined principles governing how different plants interacted energetically within the human system. Each herb carried yin-yang characteristics and 5 elemental affinities that dictated compatibility rules. This structured approach ensured balanced formulations addressing specific health concerns holistically. The 5 elements and herb classification. According to classical theory, every plant belonged to one of 5 elements: wood, fire, earth, metal, water. Physicians matched herbs accordingly to restore internal balance disrupted by illness or environmental factors. For instance, ginger, belonging to the fire element, might be combined with peaches, wood element, to treat cold-related disorders, following the principle that opposites attract in energetic interactions. Greek contributions. Hippocrates and the birth of clinical pharmacognosy. The Greeks formalized many aspects of botanical medicine through clinical documentation. Hippocratic writings described hundreds of plant-based remedies categorized by symptomatology rather than arbitrary classifications. Asclepian sanctuaries served as both hospitals and research centers where physicians experimented with various herbal combinations to determine optimal treatment regimens for patients suffering from diverse afflictions. The role of observation in medical advancement. Greek scholars meticulously recorded patient outcomes associated with specific herbal applications. This data-driven approach formed the basis for evidence-based medicine practiced even today among naturopaths and integrative doctors. By correlating symptoms with appropriate botanical interventions, Greek physicians unknowingly pioneered methodologies central to contemporary drug development strategies. The legacy lives on, reviving ancient practices in the modern era. Today's resurgence of interest in holistic wellness has sparked renewed exploration of these ancient botanical blends. Ethnopharmacologists collaborate with indigenous communities to document traditional knowledge while applying modern analytical tools for verification. Biotechnology companies are developing novel delivery systems inspired by ancient extraction methods, seeking to optimize bioavailability of plant-derived compounds without compromising ecological integrity. Through careful study and respectful application of ancestral wisdom, we stand poised to integrate these timeless botanical blends into contemporary healthcare paradigms in ways our predecessors could scarcely imagine.